Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, tuning in through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could be with us as well. Well, this conversation has been a decade now in the making. It was 10 years ago I had a chance to speak with our next guest. Master G is someone all of us know, of course, as the founder of the legendary group, the Sugarhill Gang. He's also the executive director of the National Hip Hop Museum. We're going to talk to him not only about what it's been like to reflect on the group's own history when it comes to hip-hop, but also, of course, the 50th anniversary of hip-hop and a big performance that's coming up next year at the Hip-Hop Museum Hall of Fame. If you guys are not staying connected with Master G, we'll let you guys know where to find him. Master G, great to have you back on the program. Thanks for the time.
Cyrus, you know it's an honor, man. Like you said, we've been trying to put this thing together for a bit, so I'm glad I could finally cool my jets and sit down and
Well, look, man, it's hard to believe it was June 2013 the last time you appeared with us, Master G. You were at the time talking about the documentary that kind of chronicled a bit of your own story. Now here we are in 2023, of course, hip-hop celebrating its 50th anniversary. What has it been like for you, Master G, to think about you and your own impact on hip-hop?
So the thing that continually blows my mind is that I have to kind of wake up to the fact that this thing is a global phenomenon that it's like a steam train. It just keeps on going. It is not. There are people in the planet right now that don't even imagine the world without hip hop. And the crazy thing about that is, I know what it's like to be just me, Mike, and Hank. You know, and to be that person, to be the one that was like the first person on stage in Paris. You know what I mean? And now for it to be like there's no place on the planet on a movie that this thing is, out, it continually keeps on like pulling my wig back because it's like, man, it's unreal. It's like, starting a business like probably Bill Gates looking at what happened when he did Apple. You know what I mean? Like or Steve Jobs or somebody like that. To look at what your creation and your input has been on the world's blueprint.
But, Master G, to that point, though, you bring up something really interesting because I think a lot of times looking at it as a business, right, for you, though, it also was life. But looking at it from the business standpoint, could you have imagined when you all started? Because when we kind of look at the evolution of how hip-hop has been accepted, right, there was a point when it was tried to be marginalized. Could you have imagined that it would have the global impact it's been able to have?
That's what I'm trying to say. Monetarily, effect-wise, how it permeates every aspect of business. There's no way that if a person would have told me when I was in the studio putting the lyrics down for Rapper's Delight that, listen, man, let me explain something to you. This thing is going to be one of the biggest forms of music ever. And you are getting ready to record the record that's going to bring it to the world. I would have told them they were out their mind. I was a 17-year-old kid. There's no way in the world I could have even digested that thought,
And now here you are, and not only being able to celebrate your own history, Master G, but also others who have been able to be a part of that history as well. Talk to us about that and your role with the National Hip Hop Museum, what that's been like for you to make sure that they are getting their due.
Well, that's the thing. Over the years, and like you said, we're talking about the documentary, I was able to learn how to build businesses. I've been successful with creating, many opportunities for people. I was told that if you help somebody else, then you're going to help yourself. So in pursuit of that, I've gotten to the point with once we overcame all the obstacles, because that's the other thing that I try to get people to understand that, whatever happened before in this documentary, all of that is a past thought. Leland Robinson is my business partner now, so the Robinsons and I are phenomenally doing wonderful things now. With that being said, now that my thing is good, now again it's time to help others. So I think it's important, and my partner Jeremy Beaver and I, when we came together and he asked me to come on board and become the executive director, I felt it was my duty to make sure that people that are doing this, people that have created the footprint, need that preservation, and then those that might maybe sometimes get overlooked, they need to be recognized recognized as well too.
Yeah. And this is something now that in 2023 you're not only being recognized, but you also are continuing to have an impact, still killing stages. What has it been like for you to see? We talked about kind of the evolution for hip-hop, but what has it been like for you to kind of see the evolution of the lovers of hip-hop, Master G, and those who are now in the audience and those who are now singing the songs and being inspired by you?
Right. That's a good question. That's really a good question, Cyrus. So I've seen everything from Estonian to, grandparents. I was in England one time in like 2018, 19, and like a 13-year-old kid walked up to me and was like, Guy O'Brien, wow, it's good to meet you. Like, Mel was in the room, and they was like, yeah, Melvin Glover. I've seen it. There's so much, this thing has such an impact on every personality, black, white, yellow, brown, purple, like we say in the record. We're literally saying hello, and we're really touching every form and walk of life that there is.
Yeah, exactly. And have definitely been able to break ground and make an impact in such a big way. Speaking of the National Hip Hop Museum, you will have a big performance coming up for next year, Master G, as well as others who will be inducted as well. I want our audience to make sure they go to nationalcelebrationofhiphop.com. That's nationalcelebrationofhiphop.com. We're going to link that up for you guys to stay connected with all the upcoming updates. And as I mentioned, you guys are still out there, still doing performances. How can our audience stay connected with you, Master G?
Yeah, so you can go to at Master G Sugarhill on Instagram. You can connect with me there. I also have my own Sirius XM radio show, the Master G Theater. So you can get me on Sirius XM 141 and 142. And like you said, I'm doing concerts. I'm doing corporate events. I'm doing the halftime shows, football. I just did. We did the Toronto Raptors, and we just did the Cardinals. So you can see me literally. We just were performed on The View. So we're on television. We're on radio. We're in theaters. We're in stadiums. Believe me, you go hit me up. Follow me on Instagram and check us out, man, because we'll be there at the crib at the show near you.
Sounds like a plan. Master G, man, great to be able to speak with you again. Congratulations on all the success that you've been able to have and the impact you've been able to make, and looking forward to our next chat together, man.
Yes, Cyrus. Thanks again, man. Good to hear from you again. Like I said, I'm glad we can make this happen.
Oh, definitely, for sure. Thank you. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let us go make today amazing. Take care.